Now, if you want to read about the facts of change, there's a book called The Innovator's Dilemma. I would recommend it to you. Because this guy from Harvard says, he says, we have a thing called disruptive technology. And if you look at one of these things to get disruptive, you have film to digital, goodbye Kodak. You got wireline technology to mobile phones, which are becoming a big deal. Notebook computers, now we're into, hand-based, these little iPhones are now turning into computers. And you talk about the fact that they laughed when we put this baby out. And we say, will history repeat itself? Well, what happened the first time we did the 32-bit machines, well, this is going to happen with the 64. And the story. In other words, what's your story? Will history repeat itself? In 1979, the experts said there was no need for a 32-bit system, and they were wrong. Today's experts say there's no need for 64. Will they be wrong again? That's what they had to aggressively pursue then. Guess what? The story was never told. The story was never told. The CEO said, I don't want to be niched or become nothing but a workstation company. I don't want to have just this workstation. I want to be a lot more than that.
Well, they seem pretty good. It's always tricky when you're being pretty much totally translated. I mean, I think audiences that are good at English are always a little bit more fun than ones that have to work with translating. You get more response with English-speaking audiences, but this seems to be working pretty well.
Can you give the main advice for Belarusian companies?
Belarusian companies are, as I can look, best I can figure. I don't know all of them. I'm not familiar with your companies, but I would say that in general it's work in progress. In other words, you're going to have to develop more Western-oriented type thinking if you're going to play in the financial world and the Western world. If you're going to do more exporting, you're going to have to figure out where you want to export to and whatever. So I think you're going to need a lot more marketing and better marketing and understanding about what you can do. And you have the state-owned stuff here, which is also tricky. You have to sort that out as well. I think that, again, the country itself has to begin to say, no, we're going to be about business. That's our new mentality. And that's going to talk about a lot of change here. Less bureaucracy. Let's get over all this visa stuff and the complicated stuff. You're going to have to do things a lot more differently if you want to play the game. So I would say that it's work in progress. Okay, good.